Hello, and welcome to Matt's Movies, Season 1. We haven't had a whole lot of episodes yet, only had a few, but we're going to try to do more episodes as the show and as my movie-going experience progresses. And we also decided that we're going to do not just movies that have come out recently, but also movies that have come out just like in the past. So I'll kind of review movies that have come out just in general, so give you like a heads up on what I think about them. And again, this is just my opinion about about what I think about it and things like that. So anyway, first off, we're going to do the review to It Follows, which is directed by I don't want to get his name wrong. I believe it's David Robert Mitchell. I'm gonna have to look. I might be wrong about that, so don't hold me to that. I'm not sure exactly. As I'm not really sure if that's really what his actual name is. Sorry, I'm typing as I do this. There I am. I believe it's David Robert Mitchell. I wanted to say Michael, but I don't think that's it. Where do I start? I didn't really know what to expect with this movie. I kind of went in and I didn't really know a whole lot about it. I read a synopsis and it sounded interesting, but I thought it could go either way. I didn't really know what to expect, but I really liked it. It was really different than a lot of things that I'd ever seen, like horror wise. You see so much horror wise. The killer, the monster. I mean, there's only so much you can do horror wise that hasn't already been done. And this movie had like a freshness to it, so that I really liked and I thought was really good. It's basically about a young girl who, after she has a sexual encounter with a guy, that's what the review says too, or one of the standard reviews. And I guess sexual encounter is the best way to describe it. He basically drugs her and drags her into this kind of warehouse thing, or abandoned kind of, I don't really know what it is, just kind of like a place that's kind of torn out, and explains to her that he has this curse kind of placed upon him, and he has to pass it on to somebody else, that there's someone following him and he doesn't know who it is, but until she passes it along to somebody else, I guess sexually is the way she passes it along to somebody else, and she transfers it to another person, then there will always be somebody that's following her to kill her. So, and the thing about it is that you don't really know who it is that's following her or what it is that's following her, but there's always someone coming her way trying to trying to stalk her and kill her. So that's the creepy part about the movie. You don't really know who it is or what's coming up on her. So that's basically the gist of the movie. But along with that kind of simple plot line, along with the things that's following her, and kind of, well, simple but kind of different in a way, there's also kind of a little bit of a love story between the main girl, Jay, her character name, and the other kid in the movie. The kids were pretty good. They weren't really annoying kids like in some horror movies. The teenagers kind of, if they're not written right, they kind of get on my nerves. They weren't like Friday the 13th kind of kid victims or whatever. They had a little more in depth with them and stuff like that. Although the guy that kind of passed the curse along with the girl that was in love with the girl at the beginning, I didn't care for his character that much. He was kind of a douche. Plus, he just kind of was worried about himself. Like, oh yeah, well, I just don't want to get killed. I don't want to he didn't really seem too concerned about what happened to the other girls or the other characters. He was kind of a dick, to put it mildly. But overall, I would give this movie 3 stars. I think it was good. I think it was enjoyable. It had a lot of creepy scenes in it. Well directed, well written. Kind of had some slow parts overall, but I mean, not enough to really take away the interest from the movie. It kind of had a weird tone to it, and let me say this about it follows. The music really fits the movie. It really adds to it, and I know it has just like a really creepy vibe, really kind of pulsating, thing. And usually I'm not really like yeah, the music, that the music doesn't, it doesn't, I don't know, that's not my main thing that I look for in movies, but this was really good. I think they did a really good job. Whoever scored the movie did a really good job, and kind of adding to the tension, and building up the crescendo of kind of, I don't know, what's going to happen in that kind of thing. I don't know, crescendo. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, building up the crescendo. I was try to sound cool. But anyway, It Follows. Thumbs up, or where's it at? I don't know. I lost my other thing. Hold on. No, we don't want to zoom in on my ugly face. No, we're trying to find the things. Thumbs up. I don't want to avatar create me. Please don't do that. I don't know where it went. Anyway, we won't worry about it right now. I'll just get off of that and close it out. Anyway, I was trying to get to the features, but I was going to do the thumbs up thing. I was going to do the thumbs up image, but I'm doing it right here, so you don't need to see it. That was, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Check it out if you're a horror fan. Go check it out. You may or may not like it. I enjoyed it, but again, these are just my humble opinions on the movie. But anyway, I think it was good, and I think you'll like it. If nothing else, the music is great. So this has been Matt's Movies. I'm Matt Allgood, and we hope you enjoyed the review.